Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. That's a mouthful. Just like this man's name, he is
Mark.
That's a mouthful too.
That is
and
mouthful.
I'm Randy.
And hard to remember.
Remember, as with our video every week, we are taking a look at the books that are new on the shelves that Wednesday morning. The Wednesday we're talking about this week is October 11th, 2017. The year is flying by. It's almost over.
I know. It sucks.
It actually is. You guys are going to get to have special guests next week, next video. So enjoy that. Just letting you know now.
Me and Lee. Huh?
Me and Lee.
Me and Lee.
Lee Ray and Mark Ray.
Okay.
They're brothers, Lee Ray and Mark Ray.
Yeehaw.
So, besides that, let's go through the rest of the little intro here. If you need to find where we're at, if you can call the number that you can find on ExcaliburCCG.com, or you can look up the directions that are on the same website.
And we have one of those email things.
Email things, yes, we have an email thing. So you can also email information or asking information.
You can mail us electronically.
You can also send letters snail mail.
You can.
That does work as well.
We like that, actually.
Yeah, we don't get it very often or at all. We got lots of books this week, so before the video runs out and we have to piece together the video, let's fly through all of these number ones.
All right. You know, I could segue right into that one since we're flying through, so I think I'll do that. From Marvel, The Falcon, number 1, by Rodney Barnes, Joshua Cassara, and cover art by Jesus Saez. This is Take Flight Part 1. Sam Wilson. I'm not saying that. One-time Sentinel of Liberty, takes to the skies again, reborn and recommitted as the fighter for freedom, the Falcon. Engaged in an all-new assignment while training his new partner, the Patriot, It's not the other Patriot. It used to be, what is it, the guy that was Night Thrasher or something?
No. Patriot was a young Avenger, but I'm not...
No, but there's a new Patriot.
Yeah, he's gone, so I'm not sure who they have now.
All right. Well,
It's a new Patriot.
It's a new Patriot. Engaged in an all-new assignment while training his new partner, the Patriot, Sam Wilson soars high and sees... God, this is corny. And sees all, but Sam's new mission finds him on a collision course with an enemy way out of his weight class, the demonic BLACKHEART. Riggs.
Demonic BLACKHEART.
From the stratosphere. I'm not reading this, man. It's the new Falcon, number 1. Read it, enjoy.
Apparently there's a dad telling lots of bad dad jokes in that. That's what it seems to be.
This is... Man, that's a terrible solution.
So, don't let the consumption get you, dude. We can hear you on camera with it. Titan Comics gives us Dan Dare, number 1. Pete Milligan is on board to write, and Alberto Fouche. I'm going with Fouche. Will draw this book. The Soul System is at peace, and the Mechans have been vanquished. Dan Dare is bored, and that is until there is a new, gigantic, humongous, large, big alien ship that enters into the solar system and destroys a moon of Saturn.
Well,
because of this, it looks like Dan Dare gets to have another fight.
All right.
So, all new classic character.
Dan Dare, there's a cool, like, retro Dan Dare cover.
Oh, okay.
That I'm gonna get, I think.
You can, if you don't know about Dan Dare, go listen to, is it Elton John who has the Dan Dare song?
Oh, I don't remember.
Somebody has the Dan Dare song.
It's like one of those.
You get brownie points if you tell us in the comments.
British guys. All right, from Lion Forge, Catalyst Prime, Noble, Volume 2, number 1, because one issue is one volume apparently. So stand by for Volume 3, number 1 next month. The new chapter of Noble begins as the superpower fugitive astronaut David Powell rejects the wife he doesn't remember, forcing Astrid Allen Powell to work with their worst enemy to put their family back together. This is by Brandon Thomas and Roger Robinson. But wait,
Oh.
it's not by Roger Robinson. It's penciled by guest artist Jamal Eagle with a cover by Kerry Randolph and Emilio Lopez. So
I don't know why they have Roger's name on it at all.
I don't either.
Oh, maybe that
He's
was
back for Volume 3 next month.
next month. That's right. Fans of steampunk, Image Comics, and Justin Jordan and Nikki Ryan are bringing to you Family Trade #1. This takes place on an island where I guess history of the world itself is not quite the same as our own history. And that basically has to do because there's a family of spies on this island, spies, thieves, assassins, and they use their power to keep the world going. And all of this is screwed up because Jesse Wynn, who is the youngest of the assassin spy thieves family, creates a civil war. So now there's a civil war going on in the world. I don't know where. I don't know if it's within their own family. I don't know what exactly, but there's a civil war. And if you're a fan of steampunk, if you're a fan of steampunk
and Civil War,
adventure in the ocean is how I describe it.
But what about the Civil War?
But not Civil War.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's the one thing they didn't go for.
The ocean.
The ocean.
I'm a big fan of the ocean.
Jacques Cousteau fans.
Yes.
Tune in for this one.
Yes. Why do they do what they do? Fighting American #1 from Titan Comics by Gordon Rennie and Duke Lighton with a cover by Terry Dodson. Yes, this is the one that I guess Chris Hunter and I were talking about a while back.
Oh, it didn't come out?
Yeah, it's been a while since we covered that. But
okay.
I don't remember if we were previewing or if it was supposed to be out before. This is a direct continuation of Simon and Kirby's classic series. I guess that means it picks up where their book left off.
Doing away with all the other iterations.
Versions, yeah.
Rob Liefeld.
Well, we can always
do away with it.
Yeah. When the 50s heroes find themselves trapped in the modern world, how will they handle what society has become, and what dangers will they face? With modern-day villains to contend with, enemies from their past pursuing them, and a whole new world to come to terms with, what daring adventures could Fighting American and Speed Boy find themselves in now?
We shall see.
We shall see. There's a Kirby tribute cover, too.
It's on sale on Joe Simon's birthday.
Well, look at there.
That's neat.
That is neat.
Another one from Image and Top Cow. This is not to be confused with the Image series of the exact same name some 10 or so years ago. God Complex #1. Paul Jenkins is on board, along with Hendry Prosetia. Woo! Prosthetic. There is a futuristic city of Delphi in which there is a digital forensics investigator named Seneca. And Seneca becomes involved when, I guess, looking into a bizarre murder of 3 church acolytes. He then finds himself amidst a lot of conspiracy theories and mystery and intrigue and everything else that's going to turn his digital world upside down. So totally different than the previous God Complex series.
Okay.
Paul Jenkins, back at it.
Yeah,
haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've heard his name. From DC Comics, Gotham City Garage #1. This is what the statue, that line of statues, I guess.
Yeah, they've been coming out forever. Maybe this was a digital first. I'm not sure.
Could be. This is written by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, with art by Brian Ching and Raphael Albuquerque doing the cover art. The always awesome Raphael Albuquerque. A new series inspired by the DC's collectibles statue line. Okay. It's been decades since Governor Lex Luthor turned Gotham City into a modern utopia, saving his people from the devastation that made the rest of the continent a wasteland. So I guess only Gotham City's left. Everything else is toast. But his city is a paradise for everyone.
Yes.
So Lex's network misfires. Yes. And a citizen wakes up and steps out of line. The Bat and his minions are brutal in restoring the status quo. So when young Kara Gordon, whose ride-along tech has never functioned optimally, rushes headlong into the freescape. She's shocked to find Gotham City Garage, where new friends might become family if she lives long enough. They're throwing a lot of stuff in here that they're assuming you already know, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't know what freescape is. I don't know what ride-along tech is. Okay, so we'll find out.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, we'll find out in number 1.
Okay. I'll see your DC Comics and raise you another DC Comics, and this one has had a lot of buzz within the comic shop. People excited for Ragman number 1,
Yeah.
6-issue miniseries. Ray Fox and Anaki Miranda are going to be your creative team. The origin of Ragman. Rory Harper, not Ray or Roy Harper, Rory Harper and his partners fail in an attempt to raid an Israeli tomb, and this ends up leaving his partners dead. So he is now back in Gotham. Everybody's in Gotham these days.
Yes.
He's back in Gotham. He's grieving over the death of his friends, but something that was there in the tomb has followed him back to the city, and I guess has now attached itself to him or become one with him, because he is now learning what it means to be a hero with these newfound powers from said thing that followed him back from the tomb.
Kind of like the Venom symbiote, but it's like a towel.
Like a towel.
Like the hotel towel followed him home.
And there's some evil force out there that wants that towel.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, the hotel wants it back.
That patchwork towel. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. So you figured it all out there.
Hey, sorry.
You can't
Spoiler
keep
alert.
the towels for free.
Wait till the soap man comes.
Oh.
And the shampoo.
And the shampoo. The slippers, man.
Yeah.
Do you get slippers at your... I don't know.
You know, when the Gideons come after you, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. From DC Comics, yet again. Wildstorm, Michael Cray, number 1.
The one character amongst all the Wildstorm characters that nobody really knows, and so they're making a book about him.
I've never heard of.
All of these other Wildstorm characters, and we get Michael Cray.
We get Michael Cray. This is written by Brian Hill with art by N. Stephen Davis and Dexter Vines, with cover arts by Dennis or Denise? I always thought it was Dennis.
I said Dennis. Yeah.
Dennis Cowan and Bill Sienkiewicz. Warren Ellis's critically acclaimed relaunch of the Wildstorm gets its first solo spin-off series. Michael Cray, professional assassin, has been betrayed by international operations and has an alien life form in his head that's either killing him, transforming him, or both. I lost my place. The only thing that can bring sense to his life is for him to do what he does best: kill the wrong people for the right reasons. But Michael needs support and resources to hit back against I.O., which would be international operations, and he gets them in exchange for working with Trelane, taking out her targets his way. First up, a sociopathic Silicon Valley billionaire by the name of Oliver Queen. Oh well, so we're getting the regular DCU involved in this.
Definitely seems so. Sociopathic
Silicon Valley
Silicon
billionaire.
Valley. I didn't know Silicon Valley was in Star City.
I didn't either.
But apparently it is.
That's been renamed, Seattle now?
Oh, is it?
I think so.
All right, Seattle. Those are all the number 1s, guys. We have a couple of series that DC are putting out, some of the event books. So we'll dive into that real quickly. Action Comics number 989, yet another lenticular cover if you so choose to accept it.
Probably no nipples on this one.
And it actually lenticulates correctly. Marvel. This is part 3 of the Oz effect. Superman is having to deal with the revelation of Mr. Oz, whether or not it is who he says he is. But while he's trying to deal with that, Mr. Oz takes the opportunity to, and this isn't a really great word, not introduce himself to Lois Lane, but confront Lois Lane.
Wow.
So I don't know why that is. My son's too good for you.
Probably right.
Probably. But so that's it. Action Comics.
Action Comics. Oh, well, also DC has the big storyline going on. Dark Knight's Metal number 3 of 6. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. Superman is pulled into the mystery of the Dark Multiverse, while the Justice League follows the trail to a weapon that could keep the forces of the Dark Multiverse at bay. So,
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Explosions.
Michael Bay is a dark universe.
Dark universe. There are lots of explosions.
Yes, very, very, very many explosions and coughing.
And coffee. Those are the books, guys. We have a question of the week real quickly for you. We missed out on it last week due to video constraints.
Yes.
With the Marvel Legacy revelation of a character returning from the dead, we want to know what long-standing death within the Marvel Universe would you like to see undone, if you want to see one undone. I don't particularly like deaths being undone. I like for it to be permanent.
I don't like deaths being done, period, because they always come back, or almost always come back.
Right.
Anyway, so I'm not a big fan of them killing characters off anyway.
But if there is a killed character that you like to see return, who might that be?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Yes.
Long past time.
I would like to see Captain Marvel come back. The statute of limitations is long over with that. He kicked off in the 70s, so it's...
They brought him back briefly for for something.
Was it Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion, yeah. Brought him back briefly, but there was a caveat to the whole thing.
Right.
For me, if I had to choose, Banshee's going to be the one for me.
Good one.
Because, I mean, he has not been dead nearly as long, but he's been dead for quite some time.
Yeah.
They killed him back in like Uncanny X-Men 400 or something, and we're past 600
right,
issues now.
It's been a long time.
It's a long time. Great character. We don't get to see enough of him, and I mean, it's not like they killed him and brought his daughter in to kind of be the void. I mean, she just hasn't been used at all.
No, golly, no, not since. I mean, it's been years.
Yeah.
Since I remember seeing her.
Yeah, they haven't had much. She was used in the X Factor series. Used very well in the X Factor series that Peter David did, but after that, just nothing.
Yeah, I remember like Deadpool having a thing for her, like back in the Joe Kelly.
Back before Deadpool became the character that Deadpool is today.
Right.
They too always, it was reciprocated. She had a thing for him too. So.
Just a couple quick things I saw online today. Speaking of Uncanny X-Men is returning sometime next year at some point. It will be a title again. And Milestone is returning next spring. It's going to be a separate Earth M.
Oh, okay.
And Reginald Hudlin is very heavily involved. He's kind of like the editor-in-chief, kind of like the whole thing. And they did release... titles and creative teams, but I didn't get any of that down. But
Static Shock's there.
Yeah, Static Shock is there.
Hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got good characters people have been missing.
Yep.
Speaking of bringing characters back from the dead.
Right.
That's long since overdue. With how successful Valiant has been since its return, they should have gotten Milestone out there sooner.
Yeah.
But it's there for us. And New York Comic Con is happening as we speak.
So we'll probably have a lot of news.
Yeah, so there's going to be lots of comic book news. They haven't gotten to some of the big panels yet.
Right.
So we'll look at that, and we'll be reviewing a lot of stuff, seeing how excited you guys are by a lot of the announcements.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, guys, you know who we are. We're Talking Comics. We're Excalibur Comics, Cards and Games, Shreveport, and Texarkana. And you can find us on our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, Facebook. You can like, share, subscribe, talk, answer our question of the week. What dead Marvel character, we're sticking with Marvel.
Sure.
For now.
Marvel, right.
Marvel character would you like to see brought back? Other than that, anything else you need to add?
I have nothing to add.
He has nothing to add.
Except Chris Hunter is not here.
Chris Hunter
and
is
neither
not
is Buzz.
Here. Neither is
so
Buzz.
Stop asking, please.
We work at the store, guys. We are the two employees at the store, so we're the guys that you'll see almost all the time. Lee will probably be the person that fills in when one of us is not here.
Possibly Buzz. But yeah.
But Buzz has a family also, and he gets busy with his kids in school.
Right.
So until next time, guys. you'll hear, until next time that you hear from Mark and Randy. Read great comics, comment on the question of the week, the comics that you're reading this week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.